Hello everyone, I'm your lovely host Pikachu and welcome back to 1000 Lies, and we're going to be talking about Girl X here probably. Forget about Aussie for now, you still haven't answered me about that Girl X. Poor Aussie, did you do something to make you angry again? You know what I meant. What, you're gonna order? I suddenly want to know what weird tastes you have, Ziva. Don't change the subject. Talking to you is like a war, where the smallest mistake can lead to a total annihilation. All warfare is based on deception. You should know that. I've already told you too much. The truth is that I'd rather not talk about this. You might try to make it about psychology. You are my public enemy number 2 for nothing. 2, who's the first? Anyone who picks Bulbasaur as their starter. Oh my gosh. This makes me think of my sweetheart so badly. He loves Pokemon. Like, he is in love with Pokemon. He loves all kinds of Pokemon. And, like, I think Bulbasaur is, like, one of his favorites. But I think Squirtle might be his number 1 favorite starter in Kanto. And then, like, Charmander, he might pick last, because he's mad towards fire starters. But I feel bad for Bulbasaur, because I noticed there's so many memes that, like, so many people are like, no one ever picks Bulbasaur, and I'm like, I love grass types, and Bulbasaur's cute, but to be honest with you, I do pick Squirtle because I do like certain water types, and then Squirtle's a turtle, and I really love turtles. I'm like, they're so adorable. Why? He's super cute, right? No, wait, stop changing the subject. There's one more thing I want to know. How about that girl? And then I'll leave you alone. Don't you have an ace up your sleeve? A plan to find out who she is? That's all my head deciding whether or not to answer Ziva's question, especially now that she just reached the top of my public enemy list. I can't come up with any reason not to tell her, so I shrugged before spilling the beans. I won't do anything about it. I shouldn't have done anything in the first place. In fact, even if I wanted to, I can't do anything now. My hands are tied, you know. Nevertheless, I think you probably want to do something about it. You're always overthinking everything, but you can't lie to me. You're just too embarrassed to admit it, but you don't need to pretend to be a tough guy around me. Into my life. That's how I'm reading it. I'm just kidding. Ziva looks down at me, confident that I'm an open book to her. It's that smartest attitude of hers that I hate about her the most. Earlier, you mentioned deception. Most people use it improperly. Do you know the difference between lying and deceiving? Don't start with that. This is just another psychoanalyst attempt, isn't it? No, I swear it isn't. I'll stick to the just linguistic part of it. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. That was a lie. But since I didn't fall for it, you can say that you felt to deceive me. Good enough for you, miss? You could have skipped this sentence. My words and these words they say. Cynicism, but yes, you're right. I wasn't lying though, you know. That's for the judge to decide. Anyways, hurry and order something. It's your turn. Oh, I didn't notice. Ziva has been distracted and forgot all about the line. She quickly recovers and orders a vegetarian sandwich. I like my veggies, but I kind of like meat in my sandwich too. Sorry to all those people that are vegetarian, people that are watching me, or vegan. But I just can't help it. I kind of like meat. It's so good. The clerk tells us that we'll still have to wait a bit for our food, so Ziva and I continue our chat. Oh yeah, you're one of those veggie freaks. Vegan. The word is vegan. Oh, she's vegan. That's cool. How's the herbivore lifestyle? Do you get extra points for starving yourself more? What prizes come after? Hilarious. First of all, you can still have a healthy diet without meat, for your information. You can. It's true. Like, I think I could go, like, I don't know if I could do vegan, but I'm pretty sure I can be a vegetarian because, I mean, I do like vegetables enough to the point, and fruits, to not eat meat. Secondly, it isn't something I do for fun. I take animal rights extremely seriously. You know, she's one of those people. That's kind of cool. You can at least try eating vegetarian meals before you knock them. They aren't bad at all. The clerk brings Ziva food to her, which means it's my turn to place an order now. I'll have... I don't even know what you guys have. Just stuff all the meat you can into a sandwich. Eden! Oh yeah, sorry. That was really insensitive of me. Please. This isn't what I meant. What? I asked politely. Oh, you meant you wanted a bite of my sandwich. Sure, of course. I'll share with you. I give up. You're clearly just trying to piss me off. We leave the shop with our sandwiches in hand. While walking, I ask Ziva if we can stop and sit somewhere together. I exhaustedly plop onto a nearby bench, closing my eyes and relishing in the sweet respite. Ziva looks annoyed and puffs out her cheeks when I look at her. She's not angry, but somehow serious. This is what I meant by the differences between lies and deceit, Eden. You can lie all you want, but deceit always depends on how much the other person trusts you. There's no deceit with a lie, but there are lies with deceit. In this situation, you're both the liar and the deceived. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're still craving a bite of my sandwich. Too bad, girl. You've already missed your chance. I already told you that I don't want it. That has nothing to do with it. How can I make you understand? Ziva folds her arms and racks her brain. Think of schizophrenic trying to describe reality. Do you know that he'd have... Oh, wow. He'd first have to lie to himself about what he's seeing, but he wouldn't be able to deceive himself about what his own reality is presenting. There's no use for him to distinguish between reality and delusion if what he feels is totally different, right? The tone our conversations usually have is gone. It starts feeling more and more like a lecture, and that pisses me off because we only have 20 minutes off for our breaks. Time we should be spending forgetting about class. Did you come up with all that crap on your own, or did you steal it from a book? It was me, I guess. It just came to me. Did it sound weird? In short, stop interrupting me. Your behavior is nothing more than a clear-cut example of internal conflict. Oh my gosh, this girl. There's something you like and feel attracted to, but the closer you get to it, the more negative points about it come to mind, so you want to run away or avoid it somehow. My point is that we won't know what's going to happen until it actually happens. That's why I think you should be brave and get on with it. Between the email and the mysterious girl X, I'm positive that you want to know more about everything. Instead, you lie to yourself, believing that the situation is just too stupid. The real question is, can you deceive yourself? If you can't, then you won't deceive me either. You aren't convincing anyone. I look at Ziva in disbelief as she continues proudly bragging about her own words. I've come to a conclusion. I was right when I first said that you were lying. You caught me. In any case, lies are too demonized in my opinion. Ziva grins after processing that I just said in response. I'm thinking, sweating, realizing that I'd probably just opened Pandora's box. Thankfully, I'm saved by the bell as I notice a certain someone approaching us. Check it out! Brah. Companero, Ziva, here you are. I was speaking with some girls from the other side when... Who's this guy? Huh? Me? What do you mean? It's almost like I know you from somewhere or something. Must have been the work of a witch. I think she chanted a spell, something like forget about Aussie. There's Aussie! Stop twisting my words, Eden. You know that wasn't what I meant. Whatever, Aussie. What were you saying before? It better be worthwhile. I lost you guys a while ago and I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, back to what I was trying to say. I forgot. I can't tell if you're only smart when you want to be, or if your brain just doesn't have the capacity for it 24/7. That's exactly what I believed you when you said you're Aussie's friend because of his money. Who wouldn't be? If you go to the other side again, then tell them to bring over your alter ego for a bit. It'd be convenient to have a competent Aussie for once. Unfortunately, I suspect that this is the only Aussie. What did you expect to get from interrupting me? The other side is our nickname for Institute. It's down the street and directly opposite our school. It was even built from the same blueprint as our school. They probably reused the blueprint to save money, so they're completely the same mirrored buildings placed on the opposite sides. It's pretty close to here, a little more than 10 minutes walking. A lot of people wonder why they didn't just make one larger school instead of two smaller ones. The funny thing about it is that since the buildings look identical, we joke about alternate versions of ourselves going to school there like clones or doppelgangers. At the other side, students who have bad grades here are honor students. If someone's fat, their clone is skinny. Stuff like that. It's an old joke now, but I still find it pretty funny. It's actually kind of cool because I kind of think that, like, I'm like, oh, what if there's a different version of me, like, on this other universe or, like, in multiverse and all this other stuff. But I just think stuff like that's kind of cool. Like, what if I was like this or like this, like, instead of me in high school, I was probably the shy, quiet, nice girl, but like in another universe, what if I was this really loud, preppy girl that was mean to everyone the whole entire time? Stuff like that, which I think is kind of unique. It's an old joke now, but I still find it pretty funny. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. Do you remember that weird email CR got? Ziva and I nod simultaneously. Aussie then pulls out his cell phone and after playing around with it, shows us its screen. Is that another one? When he mentioned the email, I was already expecting this, and looking at the screen only confirms my fear. It's another weird email addressed to me. From Harry H. To Ciara Eden. Subject not for everybody. Can a lie become reality? If you want to know the truth, go find it this afternoon at the local sports center. Join it. Good luck choosing your first action. Do I actually get to make a choice in this game for once? That would be cool. I'd stand there wide-eyed and in disbelief. Aussie puts away his cell phone and scratches his head in confusion. Do you remember how you used my phone to check your email the other day? I forgot to log out of your account and my phone has been logged into it since. To my surprise earlier today, I opened an alert for a new email and it turns out that it was actually for you. And well, that's what I read. Again? What did I do to deserve this? What do you mean? This is perfect this time? I can go with you. I want to know what happens. Me too. It's hysterical enough as a story. Imagine us getting to watch it live. What? No way. I'm not stupid enough to repeat the same mistake. Once bitten, twice shy. Aren't you curious? After what happened yesterday, we absolutely have to uncover the truth. And you said that what happened yesterday was probably just a misunderstanding anyways. Whoever sent it is giving you a second chance. That's right. What happened to your depressing love story, eh? Are you going to abandon it now? That isn't the problem. What am I supposed to do? I don't even know what they mean by join it. Join what? I'm so excited to go there. Isn't there any way to convince you otherwise? Come on, Aussie, help me. Even if it's the one of those crazy schemes of yours. Crazy schemes? I see there's no other way. Aussie clicks his tongue in disapproval and sharply gazes at me. I guess we'll have to settle this with a bet. A bet? It's said that every human being chronically suffers from at least one sin. I don't think I'm usually greedy, but that naturally inherent part of me always wakes up with one word. Bet. The thrill of gambling, the risk, the possibility of getting caught, cheating, and getting punished. Fortune is the vessel that brings vainglory and excitement. Trophy of what has come to pass. Yay. I bet on things sometimes, though. I only bet on things that I know for sure that I would win, because I don't like betting if I don't know that I'm going to win. Because then, like, say you're betting on money, and then you lost your cash. Nope. I'm not taking that chance. And And I'm prideful enough to always fulfill my promises and stick to my bets, so no matter the cost or price. Everything I have in my wallet right now wagered against you going to the sports center with us. I motion for Aussie to show me what's in his wallet first, inside there's a reasonable sizable prize well worth the challenge. Alright, Aussie, I accept. However, following the proper rules for this kind of bet, I get to be the one who decides which game we'll play. Sure, I'm gonna win anyways. There's only one way to put to rest our ongoing rivalry, a game where you, the lowly commoner, dies in glorious battle against the eternal, magnificent Hero King! We'll end this with a sled desk race. Sled desk? No way. Alright, sled desk, let's do it. Can you explain what a sled desk race is? This is why I've been training day and night. For an opportunity like this, you'll regret it when I make you step down from your throne. Is anyone going to answer me? My fear is akin to what a human would feel in the face of being stepped on by an ant. Since I chose the game, do you want to establish any extra rules? Hey, I'm still here. What's a sled desk? What is a sled desk? Next break, on one. A race to the death. To the death? Don't make me laugh. No more bets. The money's on the table, and you can drop out now. You know, just how invincible I am when it comes to sled desk. The same goes for you. You might be surprised this time. We make our way back to our classrooms, bickering so offensively that sparks are flying at each other. Is anyone gonna tell me what a sled desk is? In the end, the one who was forgotten is me. Jeez. Nah, I don't think they forgot. They probably just ignored you. After returning from our break and finishing a class I can't even remember the lesson of, we began preparing for our sled desk race. Ziva, the self-proclaimed impartial judge, stands next to me while I tune up my sled desk. I wanted to believe that your sled desks were a little more original than desks being used as sleds. Seriously, it's a freaking race on top of desks. Will Aussie and you ever grow up or what? You don't get it, do you? Sled desk represents the inner flame that burns inside of every man, a tool used to awaken our inner beast. You can't understand it because you lack testosterone. Or like patience. So you guys going to race in the hallway? It's kind of narrow for that. Besides, do you really think your desks will slide like sleds? Even if you get rid of the rubber on the legs, I don't think they'll. It's obvious how new you are here. You're just lucky to see a live sled desk race today. I don't know why we haven't done any of this year before today. You see, the hallway is positioned at a downward angle, although it can be difficult to notice when we're discovered that we realize that there's perfect for racing on top of pretty much anything. We agree that the desks were our best option for racing. That was how sled desk races were born, an important milestone for the future generations. I put tracks. Oh man, I'm speaking really fast now. I put tracks over the rubber on the legs of my desk so I can slide even further too. I gently kick one of the desks to shows you how far it can go. Thanks to the track modifications, it slides across the floor and reaches the classroom door effortlessly. The winner is the one whose desk goes the furthest distance in only one push. Let's see, I'm not really convinced though. These races have to end pretty quickly. The desks don't slide for more than 10 seconds. That's exactly how long a race should take. It isn't like our breaks are that long either. Then what's the fun part? You still don't get it? You'll see if you watch. The sled desk can awaken a man's inner strength, which can warp even time and space. Pay attention. Whatever. Are you ready to lose? Lose? Is that another one of your foreign expressions? I don't know what it means. I fear I'll have to teach you then, compañero. Desk versus desk in the narrow hallway. There's barely enough space for us to stand around. And you know what? I'm gonna end this video right here because it literally is about to get close to that time. And I guess if you guys want to see more, you're gonna have to come back to the next vid. But anyways, this visual novel is actually pretty cool. I still think my favorite part about the whole thing was in the last video with the America thing. I thought that was great. But I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.